Alrighty, I'm live. See about right in the center. There we go. Good spot for it. Maybe bring it down a little bit. There we go. Well, welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central, our usual time. There we go. To sit there and get some work done. So today is going to be light squats. Hey, Fat Man, how you doing? And along with militaries. And my special guest star doing the balancing act over here. What's your first name again?
Dave.
Dave, okay, I'm John.
Yeah, John.
I got here a few hundred times. So we're live here at the Edge Fitness in Streator, Illinois, in the area. Good place to come get a workout. And today I'm not the oldest one in the gym. So we're going to start out with some light squats, and then same weight. I'm going to do militaries. Did these on last Wednesday. I think I only did like 2 sets, and I was a little sore the next day, but not bad. At least I wasn't free falling into the toilet. So today I'll do a couple more sets and probably add some weight. Nice depth, up good with the depth. Well, Virginia Bushcrafter, hello, thanks, greetings. Appreciate you coming in, appreciate the thumbs up, people. Let people know that you can stand my content. Monday was a great day. I really had a great bench day. If you didn't catch it, I did 275 by 14 reps, which to me was a very good personal best. I'm gonna bring a little stool over here so I can sit on my butt. Ended up doing 325 by 6, which is an extra rep. 375 by 2, another extra rep. And then burned out at 315 by 8. So feel free to say hello to everyone. Make sure you hit that thumbs up icon. And appreciate you coming in today. It'll be light squats, militaries. I think I went up to 180 last week in the military press. I'll probably do 180, maybe 190 today. See how I feel. And going to be one of my lighter workouts. I want to be able to walk at work tonight. I do need my legs. Thanks for stopping in. If you have any questions, go ahead and the questions become subjects of the next videos or workouts. I did put some out there yesterday of me throwing disc. Went for about a 1.5 mile walk. Went for a small walk. And then I dug my pepper plants up from the garden. And hey, Randy, how you doing? I brought them in last night. And good thing I did because you get down pretty chilly. I think we got down to about 37 last night, which won't kill the plant, but it definitely stresses them. So they were actually indoors. I got home about 11:30, brought them in the house. And then about 45 minutes ago, I took them back out for the sun. So thanks for stopping in. Don't forget the thumbs up. And today is squats and militaries. So I'm over on the rack because it is level. Where on this rack over here, you're on a slight incline. Quick shout out to my sponsors, Apex Nutrition. Remember, MacBean 15 gets you a 15% discount. And the new product from 747 Style Supplements, Takeoff, which is the pre-workout I've been using for the last couple of weeks. And I like it. It doesn't get me too ramped up, but it does help me with the energy. Miss Worm, hello, how we doing? Nice to see you. Oh, I got 4 people in chat. Only 1 thumbs up. Come on, help a fella out. All right. Oh, creak. I gotta get warmed up. Feel myself creaking. All right, thank you. So now we'll get a little bit of weight on the squat side. Not in a hurry. We'll go from 95 to 105. And that's one thing you gotta do is when you're starting back up, is to go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. May not seem like much now, but in a couple months, I'll be at decent weights if I keep with it. That's the steady part. This is the slow part. So, thanks for joining in. Please remember to hit the thumbs up and say hello to everybody. Miss Worm, is good to see you again. Bink says hello. I had my sweatshirt on this morning, so I was able to run my lap a little bit longer because it keeps me kind of proof against her claws. Also, put up some videos of me throwing a discus yesterday. Had some pretty good throws. I think I only threw about, I don't know, maybe 14 throws. But I was pretty happy with them. They were flying more consistently and they were flying better. And I'm getting ready for nationals next year. And now is the time to get in shape. So my goal is to be able to at least throw 20 feet further by next July. And that's another thing when you set goals, you got to set yourself realistic goals. Otherwise, you set yourself up for injury, because if you're not holding on that goal, you're going to overtrain, or you're going to try for things you're not prepared for, and then you get the injuries. And once you get the injuries, then you're back to square one. So the whole idea is to train safely and steadily, prevent injuries so you can keep going up on that. Hey, my friend from Poland, welcome. Today, light squats. I don't squat heavy. I like my knees, I like my hips. But I will be adding weight as time goes by. Haven't done them for a while. So at least today, the wife cannot accuse me of not doing squat. Okay, Con, how you doing? An International Senior Olympics. I'm going to have to research that. I would have to place here to get there. So something I'll aspire to, but it might take me a couple of years to get there. But yeah, I will do some research on that today at work and see if there is an international or world senior Olympics. I'm pretty sure there is. Can't see what it would not be. And then see where that is and what do I need to do. I mean, winning the state meet was fun. It was great, but there was only 6 of us competing. And to take the first, take the gold, I'm definitely, honored and really happy with that. I imagine there'll be more than 6 of us competing at nationals. So I don't know if all 50 states will show up, but your lower 48s, not a lower 48s, maybe because of drive distance, that you might get, let's say 30 states. I'm thinking there's going to be anywhere from 50 to 80 competitors. And what's the best day to start going to the gym? When you feel motivated to do so. I don't think there's really any reason to go anytime sooner until you're around, at least in your teens, because until your testosterone starts popping in there, you're not really going to be adding strength, although you can work on form. But I started working out when I was, I think, 13. All right, so we got 105 on the squat. We're going to do that for a few. Let's see, who's trying to communicate with me out there? Come on. Don't be shy. No, it's my pillow guy. All right, video. Is the video named right? I think so. All right, so welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness, doing light squats today in militaries. Got 105 on the squat. And really what I'm looking for is to make sure I have proper depth. Opinions vary, but if you can't really come down to proper depth, you probably should remove some weight. I'm kind of teasing Michael at the body beat down on a bit like this, but actually his depth at 405 was better than his depth at 315. So I'm thinking, you put 500 on there, Michael, you'd come all the way to the ground once. So I haven't done it for a long time, so I'm going light and just making sure my form's okay. So I want to make sure I come down deep enough. And I'm only doing sets of 5 because I'm just trying to get in better shape. Let's see, I want to move the camera a little bit. I realize I was probably not very centered on that. So the next set will be better. What I'm going to do after this is going to be military press, and then I'll probably add a little weight. All right. Leg day. Yep, leg and shoulders. I go to military school. Yep. So what you really want to do is strength is one thing, but endurance is going to be huge. So when I went to basics in the Army, I was in great shape. I was a distance runner, and I had really good upper body strength. So I was able to just destroy the PT test. I think a lot of the people who are failing on the PT test is endurance. So over in Poland, I believe you use kilometers. So you might want to be able to run at least 5 kilometers and probably under, 25 minutes. At least do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. You'd be able to do 10 pull-ups. I think those are going to be probably your strengths to do. And then, of course, squats would be a good exercise to put in there. But really, in the military, it's more about endurance than it is about strength, because, when you're on maneuvers, you're walking for a very long time. I know when I was in the service, my endurance was through the roof. I mean, we would go on 50-kilometer hikes with a full ruck and gear, knock it out in a day. Now, I'm not up for that today, nor am I going to try to get up to that. I can't pull up, but I can do 20 push-ups in a row now. So that's right. Now you just work on it. So, your next goal is to be able to do 21 push-ups. If you get to a gym where they have kind of the setup where you can counterweight your ability to do a pull-up, then I'd work on those. Maybe use, 30 kilos as a counterweight, and where you can do 10 of them, and then every month, do 5 less kilos counter, and work it that way. And then, just a little bit at a time. Once again, be slow and steady. Don't try to overdo it. You need a nap. Okay, well, enjoy your nap. Naps are great. I wish I could nap. I really have a hard time shutting down. Even in the middle of the afternoon before I go to work, I want to take one. I'll lay down, but I don't really sleep. A rarity, maybe once or twice a year, I actually get a nap. Let me go recharge my pre-workout. I want it to last longer. I had to retop off my hey, Yogi Khan. I wake up and go in and sleep. Yeah. When I wake up in the middle of the night, I just go to the bathroom and come back. And once I get to sleep, it's easy to stay asleep. It just takes a while to do it. I think I was in bed by about 11:45 last night. I worked second shift. But it was probably about 12:30 before I got to sleep. And at 2, I woke up, bathroom break. And then the next time I woke up, it was about just before 5, bathroom break. And then I slept about 7. And that's usually where my evening goes. So here I got my militaries here. Just 105. Now we'll go to 115 on the squat. As long as I feel comfortable, I'm gonna keep doing sets of 5. Yeah, gotta pull that bench up. There we go. People keep mentioning and pushes the benches towards the wall. Yeah, I hear you, fat man. It takes me about an hour. Just try to shut the brain. So they say you're not supposed to read before you go to bed. I do it, but I guess the whole idea is that you're reading, then when you lay down, I guess you just keep thinking about what you're reading. So I caught up a little bit on the news about the hurricane. I got some friends living down there. My goddaughter lives down there, but they're on the other coast, so I think they'll be okay. My brother lives down there, but he's currently on an Alaskan cruise, so he'll be okay. I lived down there for a few years. I went through, I think, 2 or 3 hurricanes. I always went into the middle of the state and get yourself a dull book. So I think last night I just tried to think about relaxing thoughts and about my workout and what I was going to do. And I was tired. The worst thing you can do is have a drink. I used to like to have a beer before I went to bed, but it adds another trip to the bathroom. So I stopped doing that, and just some arginine and some water, and then lay down and try to relax. I think this time I get home, my wife has been asleep for at least an hour, maybe hour and a half. So we really don't communicate Monday through Friday. Saturday is our day to kind of spend with each other, and then usually Sunday I go work. Although I don't think I want to do a 12-hour shift like I did last time. They asked I'll sign up for 4, or probably do 8. The money's good. Double time on Sunday is just hard to pass up. Keeps me ahead of the bill collectors. But it's always been that way. I used to read before I went to bed, or I used to listen on the radio, to listen to Mystery Night Theater. It would start at 10 o'clock at night, and it would run until midnight. And they would have the old radio shows, the mysteries, and them reading it, and the sound effects. And it was great entertainment, but unfortunately I trained myself for a long time not to fall asleep until after midnight. Military did help, because I was up at almost 5 a.m. every day, so I got in that habit for a while. But then came back to regular life, and especially working second shift, I'm not going to be getting up at 5 o'clock starting the day, because it doesn't give me enough hours rest. I need at least 6 hours. 7 is better. Anything more than that's probably too much. All right. You're ready for squats again. I did center the camera, I think, a little bit better. I was at 105, not 115. And one thing, I'm just looking for, going down to get the proper depth. Hint. I'm just teasing, Michael. It's all good stuff. Good stuff. So a nice set of 5. Pretty happy with that. And that'll be as heavy as I go on squats today. I did a 95, a 105, and a 115. Or last week, I think I did just 2 sets of 95. So we'll add a little bit of weight and extra sets every week until I get into what I call a real workout. Now on the military press side, I'll be doing a real workout on that, because I really have kept in pretty good shape on the shoulders, but I do have a little catching up to do. Michael has definitely got me on that with the seated militaries. And I really don't know if I can do more in a seated position than I can do in a standing. I kind of do with what I'm comfortable with, and I'm more comfortable with the standing one, just because I can get underneath the bar for the lift off a little bit better. How much I spend at the gym? Anywhere from about 60 to 90 minutes on an average. So usually an hour, hour and a half. There are days I do go 2 hours if I really am feeling it, or if I start adding extra exercises. It's like one day I did a hour and a half benching, and then somebody mentioned about incline benching, so I did another half hour on the incline bench. And that was kind of funny, because I was like, wow, I haven't done this in a long time. I'm doing great weights. And then after I got done and took all the weights off, I grabbed the bar, go, this is not a 45-pound bar. And I weighed the bar, and it was 15 pounds. So actually the weights I was doing was 30 pounds less than what it looked like, which I told everybody. There's a 35-pound bar here, which I set in the corner. And then there's this old aluminum bar. It's only 15 pounds, which I'd like to get rid of. But now that I'm aware of it, I don't use those bars anymore. And a 35-pound bar, somebody had let me know about it before I started my workout. Because that can mess you up. You get on the gym and all of a sudden you're doing 10 pounds more than you thought you were going to do. And then you get to a different gym and reality comes down on you really hard and quick. So I got my pre-workout, 747 style supplements takeoff. Doesn't get me wired, but it does get me energetic. And it's available at Nutrition Direct, sups.com. And MacBean 15 will get you a 15% discount. They do ship. I don't imagine they ship to Poland, though. I mean, they can. It's going to be more expensive. I don't know. Maybe if they ain't paying attention, they'll ship it to you. But this keeps me active and energized. I also take lots of arginine. So this is the one supplement I've been taking for 20 years. It is great for heart health. And do you have to take the pre-workout? No. You do not. Pre-workout is just to help you wake up if you're feeling sluggish. That's why I like that pre-workout, because it's not loaded with caffeine like a lot of them are. It has some in there, but it doesn't have a huge amount. And there's some out there damn near give you a heart attack. And you got to be really careful with those. But is it necessary? No. What a pre-workout usually helps you do is get a little bit more energy for your lifts. A lot of them will have creatine in there to help with your pump and feed the muscles. That's what actually has arginine into it also, which definitely helps the pump. It breaks down to NO3. And also great for your heart and vascular health. But a lot of them are just loaded with caffeine, and you want to kind of stay away from those. But on my big workouts, it is something that I take when I go for my walks or doing my lifting weights out in the field. No, I don't. I generally have my weight gain protein shake, because I've been trying to put some weight back, and I'm now pretty much keeping the scales at about 240 pounds, which is just shy of 110 kilos. And that's a better weight for me. So, but is it necessary? No. Is it helpful? Yes, to a point. Just make sure you get one that's not. I mean, don't be drinking Monster drinks or Red Bulls. It's not good for your heart. At least this one is. All right. I got 115 on the bar for militaries. So kind of warm up for me. I'm holding off on the squats this week. I did 3 sets, or I did 2 sets last week. I'll do 4 sets next week, and then keep adding a little bit of weight. Slow and steady wins the race. Militaries, I've done those more steadily, so I'll keep going at it. We're here, 115 pounds. And I will be going heavier, so I am kind of keeping the ropes on the low side, kind of bank the energy for the heavier sets. So now we'll pop up 145. Basically 225 on each side and 45-pound bar. Oh, that felt good. Sorry about that. I'm going to look and see if I have 135. I do have 235s. So I might break down and actually use the 35-pound weights for the next set. Hello, Christopher. How we doing? Don't worry about the spelling. Those keyboards, I'm always spelling stuff wrong. I figure people figure out what it is. So it's funny because when I'm benching to get those bars in the windows, and people are like, "Are you out of jail?" No, I'm not out of jail. I'm a free man. I don't know why those bars are in there. Maybe this was a correctional facility at one time. Who knows? I'll have to ask sometime why those are there. To keep us animals caged in. 9 thumbs up. Appreciate that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to try to make this more of a consistent live stream. So on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless some sort of event happens or I got other things I have to do, I will be here at the gym at 10 a.m. Central Time. And feed us. We want food. A lot of people go, "Oh, he's a bodybuilder." No, I'm not a bodybuilder. I eat whatever the heck I want to. They have to do so much with their nutrition and what they're eating and when they're eating all that stuff, and that's just too much for me. I give them credit for it. Not for me, at least not at this time. I don't want to look too good. I know I have a long ways to go. All right, sumo definitely lifted. 505 by 1. 525 by 1. 565 by 1. Whew, that's huge. That is huge, Christopher. Need to, if you'd like sometime, send me a picture of my email of you. I mean, I won't post it unless you give me permission to. I did have the one winner send me a picture of him in my shirt I sent him. It looked good on him. And I'm going to ask him if it's okay if I posted it. And if you say no, that's fine. There's some videos I've taken doing things where the guy goes, "Yeah, I really don't want that on there." And I said, "It's not," so it never gets posted. The one I did with the foraging, he allowed me to do that one short, which I got like 175,000 views. But he wanted to edit the full video first, and I'm probably not even going to worry about that video. We'll try to do another one when he's more prepared for it. 164 pounds to mow. Wow, that's well over twice your three. Damn, that's getting almost 3 times your body weight. That's huge, Christopher. It's a strong deadlift. I don't care how you do it. I can sumo about 315. Then I had to go to traditional because it just puts too much stress on my inner hams. So, I mean, sumo is something you got to work on. People go, "Oh, it's the easy way of doing it." No, it's not. It's a different way of doing it, but it's not the easy way. I can deadlift more standard than I can sumo. And it's all about what you practice and what you train for. And it's all good stuff. Just like I said, just get in the gym and lift. If you're using equipment, fine. If you're not using equipment, fine. The only thing I ask that you do a proper form. So you keep those forms. Friday morning. Oh, appreciate it. Pressure on the knees, yeah, and it puts pressure on the inside of my hams. Like I said, after 315, I don't sumo anymore. Then I switch over to standard. I try to do both when I'm working them. When I did spend the time working the deadlifts a lot, of course, Friday will be my bench and deadlift day. once again, it'll be lighter on the deadlift. So I think I might even have to go back to the film, but I think I only went to 2.25. I will go heavier this Friday because I know I'm good for a much heavier deadlift, but I'm just trying to take it slow and steady and not get myself in too much pain, so at least I can enjoy the weekends. So 9 thumbs up, appreciate it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Remember my sponsors, Apex Nutrition, Jamie Mix's Trading Post here in Utica, Illinois, for a very good time and a nice shopping experience. Food, drinks, dancing, live music, and knives and ammo and clothing and knickknacks and ceramics up for sale. Really fun place. I also got Shoreward Fitness, which I do work out at. And when I worked out that way, that's where I'd be all the time. Gas got a little expensive, so I try to make the trip out there at least once a month. And Operation 1620, the Benefits Veterans Network, they're out to help veterans to deal with PTSD and that. Yes, Pittsburgh is still on the schedule for me. So that's next July. It runs from the 7th to the 18th. I will find out exactly what days that the discus is, or they haven't really narrowed that down yet. So if you are wanting to help me with the fund, because I'm not a rich man, MacBean, John, I want to check. No, I think I put it up there before. I think my PayPal is MacBean, John MacBean 1. But if you do, you'll see my picture. For any donations you want to send, or you can do it through the YouTube Super Chat. Although they do take a chunk of it out. Put your name in there. I will sit there and give you a shout out on a weekly basis. Or if you want to be anonymous, just say anonymous. But that will help with my travel expenses and room and board for there. I'd appreciate it. It's not necessary. Just being here on these videos, I appreciate also. Yes, Pittsburgh is definitely on the schedule. Unless there's some sort of family emergency. I do plan to compete. I did qualify. I went through all that work to qualify. So I don't want to not go for it. So I did practice yesterday and posted those videos. I was really happy with the throws. A little bit more consistent, only hit the tree once. And tomorrow I'll do throws again, weather permitting, which sounds like it'd be. And then Saturday morning, I'll try to get out at the high school and throw on the pad. And I want to get those 3 days a week in as long as I can. Because obviously when winter comes, it gets extremely cold. I'm not going to be able to do that. And then what I need to do is try to find an indoor facility where I can at least practice the spin. Because the spin is important. So with all that yakety yak, don't talk back. Let's go do another set of squats for militaries. So I had 115 on there before. I've had 30 pounds, got 145 military presses here. Let's give it a ride. All right. So next, let's bump it up some. Haven't figured out how much, but probably at least 20 pounds. There we go. We're going to add a 35 to it and put 25 back on it. I'll make it 165. That's why I do such a 5, because I'm not jumping up as fast. So I am doing more sets. So I keep the rep count down a little bit lower. Keep the energy going. All righty, see what I got going on here. The spin on those last trolls were amazing. Then I realized, oh, you had it on 2x speed. Yeah, I imagine it would look fantastic. Woo! Yeah, I think I'd spin that fast, I'd fall down. Now, they are getting faster and smoother. And that's really what I'm working for me to get the throws out there further. My spin has to go quicker, and my release got to be a little bit flatter. I'm still kind of throwing on an angle this way, and depending on how the wind is going, and they probably were cutting stronger because the wind was coming right in my face at about 25 miles an hour. So to get that one out there 125, and then one out there 127, and one out there 133 feet, it was actually a pretty good deal because I had a lot of wind coming after me. Without the wind, they probably would have went a couple feet further. But I might get to that speed on regular speed, Miss Worm, but it's going to be a couple months yet. And that's going to be a challenge through December and January and February to be able to get out and if not do the throws, at least do the spin. They're supposed to make an indoor one, but then I have to get permission to go into a school and do it. And I don't know how safe those really are, but I'll probably look into it. Yeah, I got pretty close to the camera. I probably was tempting fate, but I figured if I put the camera closer, it'd give me a target. Yeah, and it looks really cool when it flies by the camera like that. That's actually my phone. If I do get that phone, it's done. But I'm due for an upgrade anyway, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. I just pull a chip out of it, put it in the next phone. But they actually have a shield, plexiglass shield that they were using at work, and now they're not using it anymore because supposedly the pandemic's over. And they're going to throw it away, but that shield actually would be perfect for me to put my camera behind. So then it would hit the shield, it wouldn't hit the camera. I just got to figure a way of getting it home. Let me re-top off this. All righty, I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me. So I keep diluting this, and then what happens to the COVID figures here in Great Britain in the next few weeks? Yeah, good question. Yeah, that could be interesting. it's or this is Mother Nature's way of trying to control the population, and of course, China's way of helping. I used to take care of the lab mice when I was in college. And whenever you get to a certain population, so I had 12. When I first got there, there was like 12 mice. They had 6 males in one cage, and they had 6 females in the other. And well, we had 3 snakes we had to feed with those mice. So I paired them up. And then the snakes were good for maybe about 30, 40 mice a month, because they only eat like once every 2 or 3 weeks. And when the 12 cages got to a population of about 250 to 300 mice, you've seen a lot of deviant behavior and a lot of diseases. So then the tumors would show up, and the skin rashes, and the cannibalism, and the aggression. And so what I would do is I'd put about 200 mice in a bucket, and I'd let them out in the field for the hawks, and everything was fine. Diseases went away, the deviant behavior went away, and everything was fine until those 12 cages got past that 250 population. And then the same things showed up. And I did that on 3 occasions. So as our population grows and we stress the environment, just the environment alone will fight back, but then sometimes we help it. And we definitely, with COVID, there was help. But Deviant Mouse would be a good name for a band. There you go. If I had any musical talent, me, then I'd go for it. But I don't. Just get in the gym and live. Woo. Thank you. No applause, just throw money. Now we got 165 on the bar. Let's go press it for a few. Everybody, thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't hit it, please do. And away we go. So now we got 165 on here. Let's knock it out for a few, and then we'll go up from there. Feels good. So good. So now we're going to go up to 185. That's 5 pounds more than last week. For us first edition AD&D nerds, there would be about 1802-ish strength. I remember I started a real big to-do on one of the Facebook groups when I was stronger at it, which I will get back to it. But I did like 275 military. That's where I'm working to get back to. And a duet with a body beat down. There we go. I'll ask him. He'd be up for it. And I posted it on the first edition. I said this is like 1840 strength, whatever it calculated out to be. And had a lot of people accuse me of being on TRT or steroids or all that stuff. But I said, no, I'm natural. And I thought it's impossible for you to be that strong in your 60s. Well, I'm living proof it's not. And I know other people that are as strong as me in this age group. There's not a lot of us, but we're there. And then I had another guy, well, I could bench, 475 when I was, 20 years old. I said, okay. Well, at the time I was benching 475. I said, I can bench 475 now, and I think at the time I was 59. And he was 5'4". I'm 6'4". So evidently that conversation didn't go well. He was a little butthurt. I was like, well, what can you bench now? Well, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, we're done. Then he showed me a picture with the guy called the Mountain that was on Game of Thrones. He's strong. It's like an 1865 strike. I had a picture with him. That's great. He's a nice big guy. I had a picture with Brian Shaw, the world's strongest man. Doesn't make me anything but who I am. But it was funny. But most of the time, 99% of the comments are, hey, that's cool and that. And then 1% you get the trolls or the haters. And for any other creators out there, just block them or just say, okay. A lot of times, so we should be doing it this way. I'll say, okay. That's my answer to them. Do I take their advice? No. I've been doing this for 48 years. I think I know what I'm doing. But it's funny. And I'll just say okay to them. And some of them get the hint, some don't. The whole idea is when you're in the gym, you're in there for yourself. Don't worry about who is doing what. Worry about what you're doing. Try to become a better version of yourself. All movement, all lifting, all exercise is good. I do tease Michael a little bit about his depth, but there's nothing really wrong with it. It's pretty deep for the weights he's doing. Like I said, his depth at 405 was better than 315. And I'm not putting those weights down there because I can't do it with that depth that he's doing, so I don't bother doing it. Just personal preference. Yes, he was sore the next day, and I guarantee you anybody would be. He wasn't doing genuflecting. He was doing a squat. And he works it every day. I'm really impressed with his workouts. He kind of keeps me motivated on some things. So 185, which is 5 pounds more than I did last week. And when I'm in a recovery mode, my goal is always to do a little bit more each week. Now understand, this is recovery mode. I have been stronger in the past. If this is your first time at it, do not expect these type of gains right away. You're not going to get that. Also, this one is a good time for me to do a shout out on some of the other channels I do like to support and watch and recommend. Obviously, Rudy at the Alaska Prepper is high on my list. And we did enjoy his apple pie cake recipe last Sunday. Oh, that was so good. And we wiped it out. You take a can of apple pie filling and you take a little glass bake pan, layer of brown sugar, pie filling, another layer of brown sugar, a layer of French vanilla cake, butter, top it off with French vanilla cake, more butter, put in the oven at about 325. If it's convection, 350. It's a regular oven. Turn it about every 15 minutes, cook it for about 45 minutes. Oh, it is so good. But yeah, the Alaska Prepper. Also, Casey Little Owl is a nice one. Prepper Nation with John. Arc Wildman Survival. Jennifer Cruz. Van City Prepper. Northern Girl Hobbies. The Bitter Critter. There's a few others out there. Michael of the Body Beatdown, obviously. Or ones I like to watch. So pretty much probably enough for us per year. We got 185 on the bar. Knock that out. And depending on how that goes is whether if I go up or leave it at there. Now, you know that bar is only 35 pounds, right? That's only a 35-pound bar.
Oh, I know. I'm using it for curls.
Okay, no, I know.
Yeah, 45 is a little too much for my curls. It hurts my wrist. So.
Oh, no, that's fine. Just they had it on the bench one time. I was getting ready, and someone finally told me what it was. I said,
yeah, there's a 45-pound weight in here somewhere, too, that's only like 40. I don't know if they finally removed it. I told them about it.
There was a few that was around 47 too that
Yeah.
are still in here.
Yeah, it's like, that's not good, man. 2 pounds makes a big difference.
Oh, it definitely throws your balance off.
Yeah.
All right, so I got 185 loaded up, 5 pounds more than I did last week. Let's give it a ride. Whoo, got to put my net, baby. So yeah, we're gonna go up a little bit of weight. I think we're gonna get 10 pounds. Go to 195. Anytime I get 3, means I can at least bump it up 10 pounds. So we're up to 195 now. Give that a little breather. And then Fat Man, if he ever gets back on it, he'll have a channel. He's just been AWOL for a while. Northern Girl Hobbies would be one, and Van City Prepper would be another. And then you also got you also got oh crap, made me forget now. Too funny. Oh, the Angry Prepper. Yeah, Jason at the Angry Prepper. That was funny. Yeah, sure it was. So, yeah, the Angry Prepper, the Angry Truth, Angry Prepper Fitness, all 3 of our Jason's channels. You'll definitely get the straight scoop from him. Never confusion about what he is feeling. Well, thanks for the thumbs up. 9 thumbs up. If you haven't hit it, please do. Like to at least get in the 20s sometimes a day. I think with school, my viewership has went down because a lot of people are probably getting ready for shopping and stuff like that. Prepper Cowboy, thanks for jumping in. Hit that thumbs up, Prepper Cowboy. I know you just popped in here. Great to see you. Just did 185 on the military. Got 195 set up there now. Thank you. And that will be my next set. And then depending on how that goes, we'll see. I don't know if I really need to stop at the store today and get anything. Generally, anytime I stop at the store, I gotta get milk. I drink so much of it. And I try to get Mrs. Cottage Fitness to get in the same habit. And she did. She grabbed one the other day. But I go through nearly a gallon of that Fairlife milk a day. It's just a great source of clean calories and protein. I have been taking a weight gainer to kind of help me bulk up and get back to my weights. And that's been helpful. And I can kind of feel the strength starting to build back up again like the old me. So I appreciate that. If I do have t-shirts for sale, just email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com. What size you want. If I don't have the size available, I will place another order. It's nearly $30 for a t-shirt, and if you're in the lower 48s, actually I think all 50 states cost the same. I'll ship it for free. If it is going overseas, I'm going to have to add $5. But I can still ship it. Actually, I got this swarm of Great Britain in like 5 days. I was amazed. Thought it was going to be weeks. Hey, Oki Khan. Thanks for jumping in. If I haven't already said hello to you, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Help my algorithm, whatever it is, to Tomorrow's agenda will be another walk, maybe into the woods. I think I'm going to go on the other side of that creek. So what I'll do is I'll probably walk the bean field straight to it, and then try to find a. Thank you. I appreciate the plug. Straight to find a place to get across the Mud Creek. It is got some good embankments, so that will probably be. Hey, Ark Wildman, how you doing? We were just talking about you. You put your link up there. I'm pretty sure that was howdy you were saying. You don't have to retract it. We know what you were saying. So I just pressed up. There we go. I just pressed up 185 pounds military. Got 195 up on there now. Still got some catching up to do with Michael. I think last time he put 250 or he attempted 250 or got 250. He's close to there. So my plan is to catch up and surpass him. So the gauntlet has been thrown down, Michael. And then Friday will be my bench and deadlift day. And then Saturday, if I have the opportunity, I'll throw at the high school on the pad and probably just do a couple videos there. I'm not really worried about distance so much, but my form and release and how it flies. And that's what I'm really going to work on for the next 10 months. So I have plenty of time to improve. The whole idea is you got to make sure you go out there and keep working on it. Ark Wildman, if you hit the thumbs up, fine. If you haven't, please do. So I think I got enough of a breather. Let's go for 195. All right, so I got 195 up on there now. Let's go give it out, knock it out for one or two. And depending on how it feels, is whether I do a burnout at a lower weight or if I go up weight. But that first one was a little slow, but I got it. So, I don't know. Let's go for 200. Okay. Aha. Gotta go search. All right, so we hit 195 for a double. I probably had a triple. Amos Kumar said, hey, how we doing? Yeah, long time no see. Thanks for popping in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I'm doing fine. Weight's coming back up. I was down to 233. I'm now back up to 240. I really feel my strength is back up on the upswing. So I'm feeling better about that. That from India. I remember that. Remember, hit that thumbs up icon. Help a brother out. So if you haven't been around for a while, I did compete in the Senior Olympics, which in the discus, I took the gold. So I was happy about that. So now I qualify for nationals in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania next July. So I am training on that. Here we are in Central Illinois at the gym. Thumbs up on the icon there, so it pops up there. And also I will probably be doing a meet. The Gorilla Pit WT Franklin is having one December 10th. It's called Rage in the Cage, which I'm going to do because by then I think I should be in pretty good strength. I may not be at 100%, but I'll be strong enough to compete, and I'll be at a lighter weight. So I think I can still take that national record if I stay at the 242-pound class. So look forward there on December 10th for a powerlifting meet. I'll be doing that one. And I'm looking forward to it.
Have you seen that one thing that locks your elbows in and you can do curls with?
I know what you're talking about. You tend to move stuff over that one there, but I haven't seen it lately, but I know what you're talking. If anything,
I know they used to have one.
they did. And who knows, it might have been somebody's, they took it home, or
Maybe it's over there.
it might not have been somebody's, they took it home. So you're looking for an apparatus that kind of locks your arms here, kind of comes around your belly, and so it helps you isolate on a. I have not been to India. My mother in the 80s was over there for a month with her neighbor. We had some Jesuit priests who were friends of the family that we used to sponsor. We used to send a lot of pharmaceuticals over to India. We send big boxes of toothpaste and soaps, shampoos and medicines. And then my daughter, while I was on the Nimitz in the Navy, stopped both in India and in Dubai. Two different places. She went from a very primitive place, people living on the beach in very primitive conditions, to Dubai, which is the complete other end of the spectrum. So no, I have not been to India. My mom has been there. My daughter has been there. When I was in the Army, they sent me to Korea, Annyeonghaseyo, and I spent a year over in Korea. So I do plan on doing some more traveling when I retire. Scotland and Ireland are definitely on the list. And I thank you for that welcome. And depending on the world situation at the time, I definitely want to travel. I'd like to go to India. Probably like to go to Australia. I'd like to go to China. You know, I was in Japan, but it was just a layover, so I didn't really get to visit. And probably even go back to Korea. But definitely my golden years, the wife and I would like to do some traveling. We'll just have to get those good fares. I am on a thing called GovX for veterans, and they're supposed to have really good cruise deals in that. My brother is currently on an Alaskan cruise, which was a perfect timing for it because, you know, he lives in Florida and there's a hurricane bearing down on it as we speak. Hurricane Ian, which is a category 4 near 5, going to hit just south of Tampa. So if you're in Florida, I do hope you stay safe. So AT&T last chance, yeah, 200 pounds. Let's give it a ride. Then it will probably be time to go down for a burn-up set, probably burn out at maybe 100. I did like a set of 20 or 21, it might have been, at 95 last week. So 200 pounds. Let's give it a ride. We're about 18.7 strength, 18.07. Woo! And that's how it's done. So, can I do more? Probably. But it comes to, definitely England. Make most of the falling pound, yeah. Scotland, Ireland, and England, probably be a pub crawl for the wife and I. Pub and food. I'll have to take videos because I probably won't remember a bunch of it. Let's probably do that one. Okay. Now I'm stripping weights down. Get ready for my burnout. In most gyms, you got 5 2.5 pounders. You got 35 pounders, 40 10 pounders. So I'm just going to leave the 35s on there. I'll have that be my burnout set. So that'll be 115. Yep. So 115. That's a good burnout. And I'll just run that for a bunch of sets. And that will end my portion of the shoulder workout. Then it'll be time to either go shopping, because I don't think I really need anything. But I'm sure if I go in there, I'll find something. Come to London, there we go. Any werewolves in London? Ooh. I've been to, I think, about 48 of the 50 states. I think Mississippi and Alabama might be the only two I've missed. I think everything else I've hit. I've hit Alaska, hit Hawaii. Hawaii was beautiful. But if I do come to England, Miss Worm, we'll try to meet you and Mr. Worm at the pub with the missus. And we'll have I'll have a couple pints at least. And probably some London broil. Sounds like a good meal. So, I was in the gym for 15 minutes before I started live, so about an hour and a half. It's not I don't do a vigorous workout, I do a heavy workout. I probably take longer breaks than I need to, but listen, it works for me and I do get stronger, so I'm happy with it. And I am very active at home. I am glad I dug those plants up. If you go to my MacBean Farms and Prepping, I did have a video yesterday of me getting the pepper plants. Yep. We call it an elevator over here, Miss Worm. You've heard the joke. I won't repeat it. What do you get when you divide the circumference of a pumpkin? You get pumpkin pie. And it's my dad joke of the day. What's another one? I accidentally gave my wife a stick of super glue instead of chapstick. She's still not talking to me. Bada boom, ching. I do thanks everybody for the thumbs up. Get ready to do a burnout. If you have any questions or things you want to talk about, certain nutrition things and that, I think I will come back out with a series of vitamins and minerals during the winter. Just kind of as a refresher. They are already posted, but they're way back there. It'll probably take you forever to find them. But I did do a series on all the multiple vitamins, their benefits, and minerals that are good for you. Also, I talk about arginine a lot. I really think arginine is my little fountain of youth-ism. It's my belief that it will keep my heart healthy for a very long time. I know that on both sides of my family, they would have some issues with cholesterol and heart health. And by this time, some of my uncles had already had a stroke. I have not. My dad had one in his 60s. The last physicals I had put me at very good health. So obviously that's something I really zero in on. I enjoy life and I want to be on this planet for a very long time. And also I want to be in great physical shape. So I try to lead by example. Just remember, just get in and do something. This worm is up at 2.5 kilo dumbbells, where she started, I think, at 1.5s or maybe even 1s. So that is awesome. Keep up the good work. Take your time. Don't be in a rush at those 3. Sometime maybe next year, that'd be plenty fast enough. They'll definitely get you in much better shape. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Some of my short videos, if you just want to entertain your friends, go ahead and share those on your page. More than happy for you to do so. I do like it when I see some of y'all on some of the other sites that I follow. We always say hi to each other. And if I'm not saying hi, it's because I'm on my phone and it's very hard to do the @. It doesn't self-populate like it does on a computer, although this worm I will always say hi to you. That sounds great. Appreciate it. Yeah, I really think weightlifting does extend your life. It's good for your heart, good for your muscles, good for strengthening your bones. One thing I'm not worried about is if I fall down, I probably am not going to break a bone. Where a lot of people in the age group, because they're not exercising that, something probably is going to break. All right. Time for the difficult part of the workout, the burnout set. Oh. So here's the last lift today. It's the burnout. Got 115 on there. I'm just going to rep it out, really get some blood flowing into the muscles. I did slowly crawl my way up to a 200-pound military press. I was 20 pounds more than I did last week. And next week, I'll probably at least do another 5 pounds. I just was really feeling the strength this time. And that'll be probably my routine. Monday, just a severe bench day, just tear it up. Wednesday will be my light squat, and then military press day. And then Friday will be my bench and deadlift day. I do activities on Tuesday and Thursday also, usually with walks, throw discus for the Senior Olympics, and also I do some dumbbell lifting, both indoors and outdoors, and push-ups and plate lifting and some other fun stuff. So 135, let's rip it out. The 22, why not go one more than I did last time. Everybody have a wonderful day. Rest and nutrition, proper exercise.
Can I use that thing real quick?
Absolutely, it's all yours. Here, I'll get my stuff out of here.
No problem.
I'm done with my, you're on a live stream, so if you want, just wave hi to everybody. Ooh.
What do you teach, like workout classes or something?
I do. I got a YouTube channel.
Cool.
MacBean Scottish Fitness, and we talk about nutrition, exercise, proper form. It's all motivating stuff. No matter what you're doing. I don't care if it's yoga, Pilates, lifting, running, stairs. As long as you're moving, you're bettering yourself.
Yeah. Get them endorphins going in your brain, man.
Yep.
Makes a world of difference.
Helps your mental fortitude, strengthens your bones, strengthens your heart. It makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
So, I know, you just know I was live though. They're going, Miss Worm in England's going, well, don't say hello then. You better come over and say hello.
Hi.
He didn't realize he was on a live stream. Don't look sternly at him, Miss Worm. So yeah, I got somebody from Poland, England, and India on there right now.
Cool.
And the best thing is I get people saying, you know, I haven't lifted in 20 years. I thought I was too old, but now I motivate them to get back into some sort of exercise program. And that's why I do it. Because remember, body in motion stays in motion, and body at rest becomes fat and molds into the couch. So that was a good workout. I felt good about that. Let me move this over to the counter. Whee! As we're rolling around, and we jump, and we go. And this just allows me to sit down. How you doing, Alex?
How are you?
Feel good. I had a good workout. And I killed it one day at bench. Hit some extra weights, some extra reps.
That's what I like to hear. Keep
Yep. And same thing today. So, it's been a good week.
Hello, welcome. Not going to be a stinker for you. Oh, there we go. Welcome in. Enjoy your workout.
Uh-oh. Now we just got to get everything closed up. 2%. I won't be. Thanks for stopping in, Miss Worm. That's why I carry extra batteries. Cables hook up to it. But I do try to keep everything charged. Computer-wise, I'm only down about half. Advantage of having a newer computer. Strong battery. When computers get old, the battery goes. So, very successful lift today. It's getting close to 11:30 my time. I don't have to leave for work until. What I'm doing is I'm going in a little bit earlier, and I'm stopping at Fitness Premier in Pontiac and doing a quick isolated muscle workout before I go into work.
Hello.
Just always trying to keep improving, which is the goal.
Takes me a minute.
It's okay.
So-
That's why I'm in trouble.
Let me check my phone here. Make sure I don't have any. I think the wife's at lunch now. And sometimes I will meet her at the school. Friday's usually a better day because she gets some free time. Oh, man. Phew. You see inbox, got somebody partnering with YouTube. Check it out. Oh, cut more subscribers. Christopher, kill it and krill it. There we go. Miss Worm. Yeah, it was close. I'll answer those later. Don't forget to leave a comment under the video. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate it. And everybody, thanks for stopping in. Remember, Friday, 2 days from now, same bat time, same bat channel at MacBean Scottish Fitness at 10 a.m. Central Time. Until then, have a safe and wonderful week.